News 46 is brought to you by Bees Embroidery and Garment Printing, specializing in custom and personalized decoration of gifts, garments, and more. Call 775-727-9444. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight on News 46, a driver loses control and rolls their vehicle on Bella Vista.
A man is arrested for an attempted robbery.
And Valley Communication Association is looking for contractors. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell and Zach Reinert. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, January 11th, 2017. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Zach Reinert for News 46.
Our president for the past 8 years bid farewell last night in his final televised speech. 8 years ago, Barack Obama inspired Americans to embrace political change with the mantra, "Yes, we can." He said goodbye last night after a historic presidency with the words, "Yes, we did," in an emotional address to the nation from his hometown in Chicago. He revived the spirit that continues to bring Americans together. The president stood unbowed and unapologetic after 8 tough years, an unrepentant champion of hope and change. In just 10 short days, President-elect Donald Trump will take over the helm.
Well, a crashed vehicle was barely visible from the roadway after it flipped into a ditch on Bella Vista this afternoon.
Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and Nye County Sheriff's deputies responded to a single vehicle rollover on Bella Vista this afternoon. One person was transported by ground ambulance to local medical facilities. The driver of this vehicle stated to the Nye County Sheriff's deputies that wind played a factor in why this vehicle left the roadway. The accident happened just over the California state line past the shooting range off Bella Vista. Medics were able to extricate both of the occupants via the front windshield of this car. The other person inside the car claimed no injury at the time of the accident. Nye County Sheriff's deputies are investigating. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. Brandon Todd has been arrested for various crimes after an elderly man told police he tried to rob him at knifepoint. Brandon Todd has been arrested and taken into custody for attempted robbery with a deadly weapon, use of identification of another person to avoid prosecution, assault with a deadly weapon, and possession of drug paraphernalia at the location of Upland and Comstock Street. According to the Nye County Sheriff's Office press release, detectives observed a suspect vehicle turn south onto Comstock Street. They observed that the license plate lamp was inoperational on the vehicle and that the driver had made a left-hand turn without using their turn signal. They conducted a traffic stop on Comstock Street. The driver identified herself as Shelley Shelley. The passenger identified himself as Robert Todd with the birth date of 6/22 of 95. Todd stated that he did not have his identification on him. While conducting a wants and status check on the vehicle, a detective advised the officer that the passenger was not Robert Todd. His name was actually Brandon Todd and had a different birth date of February 2nd of 1988. It should be noted that both individuals were known to use narcotics. During the course of a stop, an elderly white male came up to police and stated that the two individuals, the driver and the passenger, tried to rob him. He stated that the female and male picked him up at Smith's after he asked them to give him a ride to his house in Comstock Park. He said that the driver pulled over and that Brandon Todd pulled out a large knife and asked him to give him his money. The victim in this crime said that he opened the door of the car and ran away and that he did not give Todd any money. During a search, police located a silver cylinder type container on Brandon Todd. Police said that heroin and methamphetamine residue was inside this container. They brought a canine to the scene who gave a positive indication for narcotics. They also found a large blade knife inside the vehicle. Todd and Shelley told police that the victim in this crime went crazy and jumped out of the car and that they did not try to rob him. Todd was transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
All right, we'll have more of your local news when we return.